I'm Vivian Hayes, kneeling on a Miami sidewalk picking up a tourist's dropped sunglasses under a flickering streetlight. Cops screech up, guns drawn, yelling, "I stole them." I stay cool, citing law, but cuffs bite my wrists, blood trickling as a crowd films, gasping. They shove me into a cruiser, sneering about thieves. I smirk, knowing they're clueless. I'm the U.S. Attorney General. This arrest isn't just a mistake. It's the match that'll burn their world down. What happens when justice fights? Back? Before we dive in, let me know where you're watching from. And if you stand for justice, hit like and subscribe, because tomorrow's episode is one you won't want to miss. The cell stinks of bleach and despair. A concrete box in a Miami precinct, where the air's thick with humidity and lies. I sit on a metal bench, wrists throbbing where cuffs bit deep, the skin raw and speckled with dried blood. My navy suit's wrinkled, but my spine's straight. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, and I'm not breaking for these clowns. Across the bars, officers Nate Rollins and Kyle Dempsey lean against a desk, smirking like they've won something. Rollins, built like a linebacker with a buzz cut turning grey, tosses the tourist's sunglasses into a plastic evidence bag. "Nice. Hall thief," he says, voice dripping venom. Dempsey, younger, with a weasel's twitchy eyes, chuckles, scribbling on a clipboard. They think I stole those cheap shades, and they don't care about truth. Just the story they've already written in their heads. I lean forward, elbows on my knees, and lock eyes with Rollins. "You've got no grounds for this. I was helping a man pick up his belongings. I'm entitled to a phone call." My tone's calm, deliberate, the kind I use in courtrooms to dismantle liars. Rollins snorts, crossing his arms so his badge glints under the fluorescent buzz. "Phone's broken," he says, yanking the cord from the wall with a grin. Dempsey laughs again, louder, like it's a game. They're not just cops. They're bullies with guns, and my skin's the only evidence they need. Outside, the precinct's windows rattle faintly. I catch muffled shouts, a chant growing sharper. "Let her go." The crowd from the streets swelled, their phones probably blazing with that video of me cuffed, dragged like a criminal. I picture it spreading. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, each share a spark in a dry forest. Hashtags like Justice for Her or Miami PD Exposed must be trending by now, piling pressure on this crumbling station. I almost smile, but I keep my face stone. These two don't know the storm they've kicked up or who I am. Not yet. Rollins notices my stare and steps closer, boots scuffing the grimy floor. "What's so funny, huh? Think you're smart?" His breath smells of stale coffee, and his knuckles whiten around the bars. I don't flinch. "You're holding a federal officer without cause," I say, slow, letting each word land. "That's a mistake you'll regret." Dempsey fumbles his pen, glancing at Rollins, but the older cop just laughs, a bark that echoes off the walls. "Federal officer? Girl, you're just another crook who got caught." I swallow the urge to snap back. They're baiting me, hoping I'll give them an excuse to escalate. Maybe a shove, maybe a taser. I've seen their kind in case files, power-drunk, itching to justify force. Instead, I study them, memorizing every tick. Rollins' clenched jaw, Dempsey's nervous foot tap. Details matter when you're building a case, and I'm already writing theirs in my head. A door creaks down the hall, and a rookie cop shuffles, barely 20, with acne scars and eyes that dart like he's scared of his own shadow. He's carrying a stack of forms, avoiding my gaze. Rollins snaps, "What's taking so long, Perez?" The kid mumbles something about backlog and slides a clipboard under the cell door. "Sign for your belongings," he mutters, voice cracking. I take the pen, feeling its cheap plastic, and spot his hand trembling. He knows something, maybe who I am, maybe just that this is wrong. I scribble my signature, but on the back of the form, I jot a quick note. DOJ, Hayes, Code 7, call. Now, Code 7's an old signal from my prosecutor days, a quiet SOS for emergencies. I fold the paper and slide it back, locking eyes with Perez for a split second. His pupils widen. He gets it. He shoves the clipboard under his arm and scurries out, past Rollins's glare. If that note reaches my team, this precinct's about to feel the weight of Washington. Rollins grabs the sunglasses bag and dangles it like a trophy. "Bet you thought you'd walk with these," he says. I lean back, crossing my arms despite the ache in my wrists. They're not mine. And you... Know it. That tourist dropped them. I handed them back. There's video. Dempsey smirks, tapping his clipboard. Video don't mean nothing. You handed him something, all right? Maybe cash, maybe worse. Their story's flimsy, but they don't need proof. Not in their world, where suspicions. Enough if you're black. The chants outside grow louder, fists pounding on glass now. No justice, no peace. It's a rhythm, a pulse, and it's spreading. I catch a glimpse through a barred window, hundreds packed shoulder to shoulder, signs bobbing, phones glowing like fireflies. My chest tightens, not with fear, but pride. Miami's waking up, and these cops are too dumb to hear the alarm. Rollins bangs a fist on the desk, snarling, "Damn protesters! Ought to gas 'em." Dempsey nods, but his eyes flicker to the window, uneasy. I shift on the bench, suit sticking to my skin in the muggy heat. My mind's racing. Names, numbers, favors I can pull. My deputy at DOJ, Carla, must be watching the news by now, rallying lawyers. If Perez got my note out, federal agents could be en route. But I need to stay sharp because men like Rollins don't lock you up without a plan. They're not working alone. Someone's pulling strings. Someone bigger. Footsteps echo again, heavier this time. A sergeant storms in, face red, barking at Rollins. "What the hell's this mess? Social media's blowing up. Captain wants her processed now." Rollins stiffens, tossing the sunglasses bag onto the desk. "She's a thief, Sarge. Caught her red-handed." The sergeant glances at me, then the bag, and shakes his head. "No paperwork, no charge. Cut her loose before this gets worse." My pulse spikes. This is it, my way out. Dempsey fumbles with keys, muttering curses, while Rollins glares like he wants to spit. The cell door clanks open, and I stand, smoothing my jacket, every move deliberate. "You're making the right call," I say to the sergeant, voice steady. He doesn't meet my eyes, just points to the exit. Rollins steps close, breath hot on my face. "This ain't over," he whispers. I don't blink. "It's just starting," I shoot back, brushing past him. They hand me my wallet and keys. No phone, conveniently misplaced. I walk out, head high, into the precinct lobby where fluorescent lights buzz like wasps. Protesters' shouts filter through the walls, a roar of support that steadies me. The sergeant shoves a release form at me, muttering about protocol errors. I sign, knowing this isn't mercy, it's fear. That video's a ticking bomb and they want me gone before it blows. Outside, the night's thick with heat and rage. I step onto the sidewalk, and the crowd erupts, chanting my name. Someone recognized me, maybe from C-SPAN or a news clip. Phones flash, capturing my torn suit, my bruised wrists. I raise a fist, not for show but survival, and slip into a cab before cops can rethink their move. My apartment's 10 miles away, a sanctuary where I can call Carla, regroup, plan. The cab weaves through Miami's neon veins. Palm trees, clubs, billboards selling dreams. I exhale, thinking I've dodged the worst. The precinct's in chaos, Rollins and Dempsey are on notice, and the world's watching. I'm out, free to fight another day. My fingers graze the cab's worn leather, grounding me. I'm still the Attorney General. They can't touch that. The driver pulls up to my building, a sleek tower overlooking Biscayne Bay. I tip him and step out, heels clicking on marble. The lobby's quiet, doorman nodding as I pass. My apartment's on the 15th floor, a haven of glass and hardwood where I've built cases that broke cartels. I key in, expecting calm, but the door swings too easy, unlocked. Inside, it's carnage. Bookshelves toppled. My father's civil rights awards shattered, glass crunching underfoot. Case files I kept on police corruption, gone. My laptop smashed, screen a spiderweb of cracks. Drawers hang open, clothes strewn like confetti. On the wall, spray painted in red, a single word. Silence. My stomach twists. Not fear, but fury. This isn't random, it's a message and it's personal. I check the bedroom, heart pounding. My safe's pried open, empty. Photos of Dad, a black lawyer gunned down by cops in the 60s, are torn, his face slashed with a blade. This is more than theft. It's erasure, a middle finger to everything I am. I sink to the floor, glass biting my palms, and spot a folded note under the couch. I snatch it, hands shaking, and unfold it, scrawled in black ink. Stay quiet, or else. My breath catches. Rollins and Dempsey didn't act alone. They're pawns, and someone's watching, someone with enough pull to gut my home in hours. The note's weight sinks in. This isn't about sunglasses or a bad arrest, it's a war, and I'm the target. I crumple the paper, jaw tight. They think they've scared me. They don't know I've been fighting monsters like them since I was a kid. I stand, brushing glass off my suit. The protesters' chants echo in my head, a reminder I'm not alone. But this note changes everything. Whoever's behind it knows I'm not just a lawyer. They know what I can do, and they're terrified. I step to the window, Miami's skyline glittering below. Somewhere out there, the real fight's waiting, and I'm just getting started. I stand in my gutted apartment, glass crunching under my heels, the word silence glaring from the wall in red paint. My fingers clutch the crumpled note. Stay quiet, or else. It's ink smudging my palm. This isn't just a break-in. It's a declaration of war. And I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, not some pawn to be scared off. Miami's dawn creeps through shattered blinds, casting jagged shadows over my father's slashed photos, his civil rights legacy bleeding on the floor. I need answers, and I need them now. I grab a burner phone from a hidden drawer, always kept one for emergencies, and dial Carla, my DOJ deputy. Viv, thank God, she answers, voice tight. The video's everywhere. You okay? I pace, stepping over broken awards. Not okay. My place is trashed. Files gone. Someone's playing big. Carla's typing fast. I hear keys clacking. Stay put. I'm sending a team. I nod, though she can't see. Dig into precinct budgets. This wasn't random. I hang up, heart pounding, and sweep the apartment for bugs. Nothing, but the note's weight lingers. Who's watching me? By noon, I'm at a downtown coffee shop, hood up, blending with the brunch crowd. My laptop's toast, so I use a public terminal, hacking into Miami PD's financials with an old DOJ backdoor. Sweat beads on my neck. The humid air's no help. There it is. A slush fund, 6 figures funneled through shell companies tied to precinct equipment buys. Rollins and Dempsey's names pop up on petty cash logs, but a bigger signature looms. Commissioner Victor Slade. My gut twists. Slade's a legend. Silver hair, shark smile, 30 years running Miami like his personal empire. If he's dirty. This goes deeper than a bad arrest. I draft a complaint attaching the fund's records and file it with the city's oversight board. By 3, it's done. Rollins and Dempsey are suspended pending review. My phone buzzes. With alerts, news sites flash their badges labeled rogue cops. I sip bitter espresso, feeling a spark of control. The video from last night's arrest is viral now. Millions of views with hashtags like End Police Lies trending. Protesters pack downtown, their signs demanding justice, some scrawled with my name. I scroll X, posts call me a hero, a black woman, fighting back. For a moment, I believe it. Maybe I'm turning this ship around. At 6, the mayor's on TV, a sweaty man in a too-tight suit, praising my resilience at a press conference. Vivian Hayes represents Miami's strength. He drones, dodging questions about Slade. The crowd cheers, and I'm at a safe house Carla arranged, a drab motel off the causeway. Watching the mayor, I think I've got momentum. Suspensions, public support, a DOJ probe brewing. My sister Lena calls, her voice shaky but warm. Saw you on the news, Viv. You're making noise. I smile, picturing her clinic, her life's work. Just getting started, I say, hoping it's true. Then it crumbles. My burner pings with a text from an unknown number, a photo of Lena's clinic, its windows smashed, walls defaced with vile slurs I won't repeat. My breath catches. Paint drips like blood, spelling hate across the entrance. Patients stand outside clutching kids, faces twisted in fear. Another text. Back off. I call Lena, hands shaking. Viv, we're okay, she says, but her voice cracks. They hit us an hour ago. Cops didn't even show. I grip the phone, rage boiling. This isn't Rollins or Dempsey. They're suspended, small time. This is Slade, flexing muscle, hitting where it hurts. I pull up the clinic's security feed on my burner, cursing its grainy quality. No clear faces, but a black SUV idles nearby. Same model as precinct unmarked cars. I cross-reference the slush fund. Bingo. Payments for special vehicles. Slade's not just a cop. He's a machine, wired into Miami's veins. I pace. The motel's threadbare carpet mind racing. Why target Lena? Because she's my anchor, my reason to keep fighting. He wants me broken, silent, like that damn note said. I call Carla again, voice low. Slade's the head, clinics his work, check his fleet. She pauses, then whispers, Viv, he's untouchable. Cartel whispers, City Hall in his pocket. I clench my jaw. Not anymore. I rally DOJ, allies, emailing encrypted docs on Slade's fund. By midnight, a task force is greenlit to audit his precinct. I lie on the motel bed, staring at water stains, thinking I've got him cornered. Lena's safe at a friend's, clinic under private. God, the mayor's words echo resilience. So I'm close to cracking this open, exposing Slade's rot to the world, but sleep doesn't come. At 2 a.m. the burner rings, no caller ID. I answer, heart thumping. A voice slides through, cold as steel, laced with a southern drawl. Vivian. Hayes, you're a problem. It's Slade. I know it without a name. Your sister's clinic was a warning. Back off, or she's next. My blood freezes, but I force calm. You're digging your own grave, Commissioner. He laughs. A sound like gravel crunching. You're out of moves, girl. Miami's mine. The line dies and I'm left gripping the phone, his threat coiling in my gut. I bolt upright, checking the safe house locks, pulse hammering. The protests outside are quieter now, but Slade's voice lingers, a blade pressed to my spine. Lena's face flashes, her smile, her strength, now a target because of me. I open my laptop, pulling up Slade's public speeches, his smug face on podiums, shaking hands with senators. He's not just a cop, he's a kingpin, and I've kicked his throne. The clinic's ruin proves he's scared, but it also means he's desperate. Desperate enough to hurt anyone I love. I type a memo to Carla, detailing Slade's call, my hands steady despite the fury. The DOJ's coming, and the mayor's on. My side for now. I've got the city's eyes, the world's ears, but Slade's not done. That SUV, those slurs, Lena's fear, it's personal, a middle finger to everything I stand for. I close my eyes, Dad's slashed photo burning in my mind. He fought men like Slade and paid with his life. I won't let Lena pay for mine. This fight's bigger than an arrest, bigger than me. Slade's betting I'll fold, that fear will clip my wings. He doesn't know I've been forged in fire. Every slur, every barrier, every loss made me sharper. I slip the burner into my pocket, resolve hardening. He wants silence, I'll scream louder. He wants a war, I'll bring one to his door. When a system turns its back on justice, who pays the price? Comment number 1 if you think Vivian's fight exposes the truth about power. Hit like and subscribe to see how far this battle goes. Can she outsmart a kingpin before he strikes again? Slade's voice still coils in my skull. His threat against Lena, a blade I can't dodge. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but right now I'm a sister, pacing a motel's peeling linoleum, Miami's humid night pressing through cracked windows. Leitner's safe, tucked away with friends, but her clinic's ruins, smashed glass, hate scrawled in paint, burn in my mind. I need to hit back, and fast, before Slade makes good on his promise. My burner phone glows with DOJ emails. Carla's. Task force is digging, but Slade's a ghost. His cartel whispers buried deep. I need leverage, something to crack his armor. I slip into a hoodie, heading to a dive bar where nobody asks questions. There's a blogger, Jax, who owes me from a case I buried years ago. Insider trading, small fry, but he's got reach. Over warm beers, I slide him a USB with Slade's slush fund records, cleaned of DOJ traces. Post this, I whisper, eyes scanning for tails. Jax nods, his pierced lip twitching. This'll blow up, Viv. By morning, his blog's screaming, Miami PD's dirty millions. CNN picks it up, splashing Slade's name across screens, linking him to shady deals. Twitter erupts. End corrupt cops trends. My arrest video stitched with Jax's expose. I watch from the motel, heart racing. This could break him. City Council calls an emergency meeting, their faces grim on live feeds. A probe's launched into Slade's precinct. Audits, interviews, the works. I lean back on the motel's saggy bed, a flicker of hope warming my chest. Lena texts, "Clinic's got security now thanks to donations. You're doing it, Viv." I smile, picturing her. Patience returning, her strength holding firm. The mayor's office pledges to rebuild, and DOJ confirms they're tailing Slade's accounts. I'm gaining ground, each move tightening the noose. Protesters flood downtown, their chants a drumbeat. No more lies. For the first time since those cuffs bit my wrists, I feel like I'm steering this fight. But hope's a fragile thing. I'm at the safe house, a squat bungalow Carla secured in Coconut Grove, palms shielding it from prying eyes. I'm unpacking a go bag, burner, cash, fake ID when my deputy Marcus calls. We go back to law school, late night studying torts, him always having my back. "Viv, you okay?" His voice is steady like always. "Slade's rattled, keep pushing." I trust him, maybe too much. "Got a plan," I say, detailing Jax's leak. "Stay sharp, Marcus." He laughs, warm, familiar. "Always, boss." I hang up, missing his calm the way he grounds me. Then it hits. My burner pings, an alert from a DOJ tracker I set on my own accounts. Someone accessed my safe house address, time-stamped 10 minutes ago. My pulse spikes. Only Marcus and Carla knew this spot. I check the door, locked, deadbolt firm, but headlights flash outside, cutting through blinds. Boots thud, voices low and urgent. I dive for the go bag, heart hammering, as a brick smashes the window, glass spraying like hail. A Molotov cocktail follows, flames erupting across the couch, licking the walls. Smoke chokes me, thick and acrid, as I crawl toward the back door. The fire's hungry, swallowing my mother's quilt, the one she stitched before cancer took her. I see it curl black, each square a memory, her laugh, her hands, her fight. My eyes sting, not just from smoke. Shouts outside, men, not cops, their words laced with hate, slurs I've heard too often. "Get her!" One yells, and I spot knives carved into the doorframe, spelling filth no black woman should endure. This isn't random. It's Slade, but how'd he find me? I kick the back door open, lungs burning, and sprint into the yard, flames roaring. Behind. I duck behind a dumpster, pulse deafening as the bungalow blazes. Sirens wail distant, but no help's coming, not yet. A cruiser idles across the street, and there's Dempsey reinstated, his weasel eyes glinting under a street lamp. He's watching, not moving, a smirk twisting his face. My stomach drops. Slade's. Got him back on payroll, and this fires their work. I slip through an alley, legs shaking, and hide in a storm drain, the safe house now a pyre lighting up the grove. At a 24-hour diner, I use a stolen Wi-Fi signal to hack Slade's precinct emails, hands trembling from adrenaline. There it is, orders from Slade to neutralize Hayes, routed through a dummy server. He's not just a crooked cop. He's running a cartel of badges, payoffs to judges, even City Hall. Worse, I find a thread to Marcus, my Marcus, confirming he sent my address to a burner linked to Slade. My chest caves. He sold me out, my friend, my brother in arms. The quilt's ashes flash in my mind, betrayal sharper than any blade. I can't stay still. I upload Slade's emails to a dark web drop, pinging Jax to spread them. By dawn, they're viral. Screenshots. Of Slade's deals flood X, blogs, even Reddit. Protesters double, their signs now naming Slade, demanding his badge. I'm at a new hideout, a roach-infested motel off Dixie Highway, when the TV blares, breaking news, Hayes linked to arson. My jaw drops. Footage shows me tossing the Molotov, grainy but damning, my face clear as day. The anchor's voice drips scorn. "Vivian Hayes, once a hero, now a fugitive." I slam the remote down, breath ragged. It's a setup. Slade's crew doctored the video, and Marcus gave them the ammo. My burner buzzes, Carla frantic. "Viv, what the hell? They're saying you burned your own place." I grit my teeth. It's fake. Slade's hitting back. She pauses, then whispers, "Feds are circling. You're hot." I nod, though she's not here. "Keep the task force on Slade. I'll fix this." But doubt gnaws. Marcus was my rock, and he's gone rogue. Who else is Slade's? The TV loops the arson clip, my name now a curse. Protesters waver, some still chant for me, others clutch bricks, unsure. Slade's flipped the board, painting me as the villain. I open my laptop, pulling up the doctored footage. It's good, seamless. But I spot a glitch, a shadow where my hand moves wrong. I need to expose this fast before Slade's lie buries me. I book a slot on a local Twitch stream, a gamer kid with 10,000 followers who hates cops. It's risky, but I'm out of safe plays. At a library, I meet the kid, braces, neon hoodie, calls himself Bite. I show him Slade's emails, the glitchy video, everything. Go live, I say, voice low. Show the world. He grins, setting up his rig. The stream's chaotic, chat spams, emojis, but when I speak, it's fire. This is Vivian Hayes. That arson video's a lie. Here's the truth. Bite. Screen shares the emails, the glitch, and my safe house burning, narrated by me. I call out Slade, name by name, deal by deal. Viewers spike, 50,000, 100,000. Chat explodes. She's legit. Slade's done. Protesters. Floodback. Their signs now torches, burning Slade's name in effigy. X lights up. Vivian vindicated trends, my face no longer a fugitive's but a fighter's. Bite hugs me, eyes wide. You're a badass lady. I nod, throat tight, but victory's hollow. Marcus's betrayal stings, a wound I can't stitch. Lena's clinic, Mom's quilt, my trust, all collateral in Slade's game. And he's not done. Men like him don't fold. They double down. I slip out, hood up, Miami's neon pulse mocking my exhaustion. The Twitch stream's still trending, but my burner's silent. No word from Marcus. I picture his smile, our late-night talks, now ash like that quilt. Slade turned him, bought him, broke him. I'm alone, hunted, but I've got the city's voice again. I need to use it, expose Slade's next layer, cartels, judges, whatever's propping him up. But first I need rest, a plan, a shield. At the motel I lock the door, checking windows for shadows. The TV's off, but Slade's face lingers in my mind, his drawl a promise of worse to come. Lena's safe, for now, but I see her clinics. Ruins feel Mom's quilt burning. This fight's personal, racial, systemic. A hydra I can't slay alone. I clutch Dad's old watch, the only thing they didn't steal, its tick steadying me. I'm still standing, still Vivian Hayes, and I'm coming for Slade's throat. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but right now I'm a ghost, crouched in a church basement in Miami's Overtown, the air heavy with mildew and betrayal. My arm throbs where a bandage covers a gash from the safe house fire, and Marcus's sellout stings worse than the smoke still clinging to my hoodie. Slade's arson video branded me a criminal, but I'm not done. Men like him don't get to win. The church's stained glass windows flicker with streetlight, casting jagged colors over crates I've turned into a desk. My burner phone's my lifeline, and I'm not letting it go dark. I boot up a borrowed laptop, hands shaky from too much coffee and too little sleep. The city's buzzing, protests raged after my Twitch stream exposed Slade's fake video, but his counterpunch landed hard. A new tape dropped this morning. Slicker, showing me bribing cops in a grainy diner. My face clear, voice dubbed like a bad movie. It's viral, racking millions of views, and X is a war zone. Some call it proof I'm dirty, others scream it's another lie. My DOJ clearance is gone, revoked by some faceless suit citing security risks. Carla texts, feds are split, Slade's got allies upstairs. My allies? Silent, scattered, afraid. I dig into the new tape, eyes burning. It's good, too good. But I spot a glitch in the timestamp, a flicker no amateur would catch. I need help, someone outside Slade's reach. There's a hacker, Raven, a shadow I met during a cybercrime case. She's off-grid, paranoid but clean. I slip to a payphone, humidity sticking my shirt to my skin, and leave a coded message. Owl needs wings, midnight. If she bites, we can crack this. Back in the basement, I hear the protests outside. Their chants muffled but fierce. Vivian's truth. My chest tightens. Miami's still fighting for me, even if the system's turned. Raven meets me at 3 a.m. in a shuttered laundromat, her dreads tucked under a cap, eyes sharp behind thick glasses. I show her the tape, the glitch. She whistles, plugging in a drive. Slade's got bank for this, she mutters, fingers flying. By dawn we've got it. A metadata trail proving the video's doctored, spliced from old DOJ footage. I kiss her cheek, grinning. You're a miracle, she shrugs. Pay me in crypto. I send the proof to Jax, the blogger, with a note. Bury them. Jax posts at noon and the internet ignites. Hayes cleared, Slade's lies exposed, screams his headline, the metadata laid bare. CNN runs it, pundits tripping over apologies. Protests explode, thousands packing Miami's streets, signs blazing my name. X flips. Vivian vindicated surges past Slade's hashtags, and my arrest video resurfaces, now framed as a rallying cry. I watch from the church, heart pounding. The tide's turning. Rollins and Dempsey are radioactive, and Slade's name is mud. Lena calls, voice bright. They're cleaning the clinic, Viv. You're winning. I laugh, a sound I barely recognize. Maybe I am. I step outside, hood up, joining a rally at dusk. The crowd's electric. Drums, shouts, fists raised. I climb a makeshift stage, borrowed megaphone crackling. I'm Vivian Hayes, I start, and cheers drown me out. Slade lied, but we're louder. I show Raven's proof on a jumbo screen, the glitch looping for all to see. The crowd roars, a wave of hope I ride, thinking Slade's cornered, his empire cracking. My arm's still sore, but I'm alive, fighting, and Miami's got my back. For a moment I believe it's enough, then it shatters. I'm mid-sentence. Truth cuts deeper than lies. When a crack splits the air, pain sears my arm, blood blooming through my sleeve. I stumble, megaphone crashing as the crowd screams, scattering like leaves. A sniper's bullet grazed me inches from bone. I dive behind a car, breath ragged, blood pooling on asphalt. Sirens wail, but they're too slow. A speaker overhead, hacked mid-rally, blares Slade's drawl. No hiding now, Hayes. My vision blurs, not from pain but rage. He's not just framing me, he's hunting me. I crawl through chaos, protesters shielding me, their faces a blur of fear and defiance. Someone presses a rag to my arm, whispering, "Stay down." I nod, but my mind's racing. Slade's escalated from lies to bullets, and I'm exposed. The church isn't safe. Nowhere is. I spot a kid filming, his phone steady despite the panic. "Keep rolling," I rasp, knowing this'll hit X, another spark. But Slade's voice loops in my head, a taunt I can't shake. He owns the shadows, and I'm running out of light. I slip into an alley, arm throbbing, blood soaking the rag. The rally's a mess. Tear gas clouds, cops in riot gear, no help for me. I tear my sleeve, tying a crude bandage, and check my burner. Raven's texted, "Snipers Pro linked to Slade's fund." My jaw tightens. He's not playing cop anymore. He's warlord with killers on speed dial. I need to move, find a new hole, but every step feels like a trap. Slade's one. Move ahead and my blood's on his hands. Back in the church, I collapse on a cot, arm screaming. The pastor, a grey-haired woman with kind eyes, stitches me up, no questions asked. "Your trouble," she says, half smiling. I nod, guilt gnawing. My fight's bleeding onto others. I open Raven's file, tracing the sniper's payment. To a shell company Slade used for consultants. It's him, no doubt, but proving it's another war. The protests still pulse outside, their chants now a plea. "Protect Vivian." I'm their symbol, but I'm also their target, and Slade knows it. I stare at the basement's damp walls, Mum's quilt flashing in my mind, then Lena's clinic, Dad's slashed face. This isn't just about me. It's every black life Slade's. Crushed, every voice he's silenced. The bullet was personal, a message carved in flesh, stop or die. But I've faced worse, courts, mobs, grief, and I'm still here. I pocket the burner, resolve hardening. Slade wants a hunt. I'll be the predator. He's got snipers, I've got truth, and it's sharper than steel. How far would you go to expose a lie that costs lives? Comment number 1 if you believe Vivian's. Proof should end Slade's reign, hit like, and subscribe to see justice fight back. What happens when a hunted woman turns the tables on her killer? The church basement smells of damp stone and candle wax, but it's the ache in my arm that keeps me awake. The sniper's graze a burning reminder of how close I came to dying. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, now a fugitive in Miami's Shadows. stitching my own wounds with a pastor's needle. Slade's voice. No hiding now, Hayes. Loops in my skull, his sniper's bullet, a line crossed from lies to murder. I'm not safe here, not anywhere, but giving up isn't in my blood. I hunch over a cracked laptop. The screens glow harsh on my tired eyes. My burner phone buzzes with a file from Raven, the hacker who cracked Slade's last fake video. She's Mao. Traced the sniper's payment to a shell company tied to Slade's slush fund, labeled security services. It's a hit squad, not just one shooter. Slade's playing warlord and I'm the target. I dig deeper, pulling texts between Slade and a fixer, cryptic but damning. Handle the lawyer, permanent. My stomach twists, but I forward it to Carla at DOJ, whispering, "Move fast." She replies instantly, "Task force is on it. Safe house raid tonight." I exhale, picturing Slade's smirk fading as feds close in. By midnight, news breaks. DOJ storms a warehouse in Hialeah, Slade's bolt hole, seizing crates of rifles. Burner phones even C4. X lights up with shaky footage of agents hauling evidence, hashtags like Slade busted surging. Protesters flood Miami's streets, their chants a roar. End the rain. I watch from the basement, bandaged arm throbbing, and feel a spark of triumph. The raid's a gut punch to Slade. His arsenal's gone, his name's poison. Lena. Texts voice shaky through encryption. "Clinic's reopening, Viv, you're breaking him." I smile, gripping the phone. Maybe I'm finally ahead. I pace the basement, boots scuffing warped boards, mind racing. Carla's team found a ledger in the warehouse, listing payoffs to cops, judges, even a councilman. Slade's empire laid. Bare? I imagine him sweating, his silver hair matted as feds tighten the net. The pastor, Sister Ruth, brings me coffee, her eyes warm but wary. "You're stirring a storm, child," she says, setting the mug down. I nod, guilt prickling. My fight's a beacon, but it's painting targets on everyone near me, then it unravels. My burner pings. An alert from Raven. "Check your feeds, bad news." I open X, heart sinking. A post from my hacker's account, time-stamped an hour ago. Hayes paid me to fake the video proof. Slade's clean. Attached is a forged bank transfer, my name on it, wired to Raven's crypto wallet. My blood runs cold, it's a lie, but it's slick and X is eating it up. Comments flood. "She played us. Vivian's the crook." My chest tightens. Raven wouldn't flip, not for money. I text her, no reply. She's gone, bought or worse, and Slade's fingerprints are all over it. The basement door creaks, Sister Ruth's face pale. "Trouble outside, Vivian." I grab the laptop, pulse hammering, and peek through a slit in the boarded window. Mobs forming, 50, maybe 60 strong. Not protesters, but thugs, faces masked, bats and chains glinting under streetlights. They chant slurs, vile words I've fought my whole life. Their voices a venomous tide. "Traitor, liar, tires," screech. Black SUVs like the one at Lena's clinic idle nearby. Slade's militia, his dogs off the leash, and they know I'm here. I bolt to the back, stuffing the burner and laptop into a bag, but the mob's faster. Windows shatter, glass raining as bricks crash through. A canister hisses, tear gas, thick, and choking burns my eyes, my throat. I drop to my knees, coughing, vision blurring as boots thud closer. "Find her," a voice barks, laced with hate. I crawl toward a cellar hatch, lungs screaming, the pastor's prayers faint behind me. My arms useless, pain spiking with each move, but I pry the hatch open, tumbling into a crawl space, dirt gritty under my palms. The mob storms above, there slurs a chorus of rage, smashing pews, torching hymnals. I bite my lip, stifling a cough, and check the burner, still alive, barely. I text Jax, "Raven's compromised, leak the sniper file now. He's my last shot, the blogger who broke Slade's fund. If this hits, it could flip the narrative." I huddle in the dark, gas seeping through cracks, each breath a knife. The church shakes, something heavy falls, maybe the altar, and I pray. Sister Ruth safe? Guilt clawing me for dragging her into this. Jax comes through. My burner lights up with his post. Slade's sniper, proof Hayes was hunted. The sniper's texts, the payment trail, hit a podcast feed, raw and unfiltered. I listen through earbuds, heart pounding, as the host dissects Slade's hit order. X shifts, comments pivot. Vivian's legit. Slade's a killer. Protesters regroup, their chants drowning the mob's hate, signs flashing my name. Again. I exhale, trembling, trust creeping back. Miami's waking up, seeing Slade's truth, and I'm not alone. I crawl out, gas thinning, and find Sister Ruth outside, coughing but alive, her flock shielding her. Protesters form a human chain, blocking the mob, their phones filming every move. I slip through, hood up, arm screaming, but Slade's not done. My burner pings, a DOJ alert. My bank accounts are frozen, flagged as a flight risk. I check. My ID. It's void. My face blacklisted on federal systems. A new post trends. Hayes evades justice. My clearance, my name, my life, erased. Slade's mole in DOJ, someone high, just slammed the door shut. I stumble into an alley, protesters' chants fading, my breath ragged. Sister Ruth's voice echoes, "You're trouble." And she's right. I'm a lightning rod, pulling fire onto everyone I touch. Lena's clinic, Mom's quilt, Raven's silence. Slade's tally keeps growing, and now I'm stateless, a ghost in my own city. I open the sniper file, staring at Slade's fixer's name, a thread to pull. He's desperate, hitting my core. Money, identity to break me. But I see Dad's watch in my mind, its tick a pulse. He fought, died for truth. I'm not stopping. I slip into a bodega, buying a bandage with my last cash, arm pulsing as I wrap it tight. The clerk's radio blares. Hayes' manhunt intensifies. My face is everywhere. Billboards, news, X. Slade's turned Miami into his board, and I'm the hunted piece. But the podcast's spreading, Jax's voice cutting through. Protesters clash with cops now, tear gas their own, not mine. I'm down but not out. Slade's mole's my next target. Find them, expose them, gut his machine. I pocket the burner, resolve steel. He wants me erased? I'll carve my name into his world. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but Miami's made me a phantom. My name erased, my accounts frozen, my ID a digital ghost. I'm holed up in a library's back room, the kind with flickering bulbs and moldy books, the air thick with dust and desperation. My arms a dull ache under fresh bandages. The sniper's graze a badge of Slade's hate. But it's the mob's slurs from last night, vile, cutting, that echo louder. I'm stateless, hunted, yet the fight's still in me, burning like a coal no one can snuff. The library's ancient computer groans as I boot it, my burner phone propped beside it, its battery at 10%. I've got no clearance, no DOJ access, but I'm not out of tricks. Slade's mole blacklisted me, but his tracks are sloppy. I trace a VPN he used to a cloud server, one tied to his precinct's consulting budget. It's a goldmine. Encrypted files detailing cartel payoffs, wired through offshore banks to cops, clerks, even a judge I once trusted. My hands shake, not fear, but fury. Slade's not just a commissioner, he's a cancer, and I'm the scalpel. I zip the files. To Jax, the blogger who's still got my back, with a note. Drop this now. By noon, Reuters runs it. Miami PD's cartel cash, splashing Slade's payouts across front pages. X erupts, hashtags like Slade exposed burying his lies, my podcast clip from last night, trending again. Protesters swarm City Hall, their signs a forest of rage. Jail Slade! I watch from the library, heart thumping against ribs. CNN cuts to the mayor, his tie loose, announcing Slade's suspension pending a federal probe. Cheers echo through Miami's streets, a pulse I feel even here, in this forgotten corner. Lena calls, her voice a lifeline. Viv, clinic's back. Patients are coming. You're doing it. I smile, picturing her scrubbing paint off those walls, her grit stronger than Slade's hate. Donations poured in after the podcast, and the mayor's pledged guards for her block. I lean back, the chair creaking, thinking I'm clawing my way up. Slade's on the ropes, suspended, exposed, his cartel buddies ducking for cover. My arms sore, but my spirit's alive, fueled by the city's roar. For a moment, I'm not a fugitive. I'm Vivian Hayes breaking a titan. Then the sky falls. My burner pings. A video link from an unknown number. I click, dread pooling, and there I am on a crisp screen. confessing to theft, to framing Slade, to every lie he's spun. My voice, my face, but not my words. A deepfake, so real it chills me. I'm in a suit, sitting at a desk saying, I took the sunglasses, rigged the videos, all to climb. It's viral, millions of views in hours. X aflame with hate. Liar. Traitor. The comments gut me. Thought she was one of us? Black crook. Typical. My breath catches, the library's walls closing in. I replay it, spotting tells. My lip twitches wrong, eyes too still, but it's too late. Protesters waver, their chants fracturing. I'm at a gas station, hood up, when a brick sails past, smashing my rental car's window. A teen, face twisted, yells, "You fooled us!" I duck, heart racing as more gather, clutching rocks, their trust poisoned. I drive off, tires screeching, the city I fought for now a jury baying for my blood. Slade's flipped the script, and I'm the villain again. I ditch the car in Liberty City, hiding in a barbershop storeroom, the owner a friend of Dad's who doesn't ask questions. My burner's dead. Library's Wi-Fi was my last link. I borrow his laptop, digging into the deepfake source. It's Slade's tech guy, a ghost named Cypher, hired through the same shell company as the sniper. I track his IP to a Miami. Condo, high-end, untouchable. I need to confront him, expose this lie before it buries me. I book a Twitch stream with Byte again, the gamer kid, knowing Slade's watching. At midnight, I'm in a warehouse, Byte rigged, cameras rolling, 60,000 viewers live. I face Cypher, a skinny guy with a goatee, dragged here by a favor Byte called in. Tell them, I say, voice steel, showing his rig, servers, code. My confession raw on his drive. He stammers, sweat beading, but Byte leaks his chats with Slade, real-time orders to fake me out. I had no choice, Cypher mumbles and chat explodes. Viv's truth. Slade's toast. I stare into the lens, raw. This is what they do. Lie, cheat, kill, to silence us. Viewers hit 200,000. X flipping back. Vivian vindicated. Surges again. Protesters return, their torches lighting Miami's night, chanting my name like a prayer. I slip out, Byte fist-bumping me, but my chest's heavy. Cypher's just a pawn and Slade's still free. I'm at a new hideout, a garage apartment, when the TV blares. Slade cleared, Hayes suspect. My jaw drops, a rigged board reinstated. Him calling my proof inconclusive. Crowds waver, some burning my effigy now, trust fragile as glass. I'm sinking, but the worst hits. Lena's text. Hospital blackout, Viv. I'm in surgery. I sprint to my car, heart a drum, and race to Jackson Memorial. The city's dark, grids down, traffic lights dead, horns blaring. Lena's in heart surgery, a bypass she didn't tell me about, stress from the clinic attack catching up. I barge into the hospital, lights flickering, nurses scrambling. A generator's out, Slade's doing. His tech guy bragged about grid. Hacks in those chats. I find a tech, begging him to reroute power, my voice cracking. She's my sister. He nods, hands flying, and I pray it's enough. The blackout's no accident. Slade's hitting my core, my family, where it bleeds. Most. I check X. Posts claim I caused the outage, another lie gaining legs. My arm throbs, exhaustion clawing, but I picture Lena's smile, Dad's watch ticking. Slade wants me crushed, my city against me, my sister's life his leverage. I'm alone, no DOJ, no badge, just truth and rage. I slip into the hospital's stairwell, the dark swallowing me, and vow to end him no matter the cost. When a lie turns a city against its own, who carries the weight? Comment number 1. If you think Slade's blackout proves he'll sacrifice anyone to win, hit like and subscribe to see Vivian fight for her sister. Can she save Lena before Slade's next blow lands? I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but Miami's hospital stairwell makes me feel like a cornered animal. My sister Lena's life flickering like the emergency lights above. Slade's blackout plunged her surgery into chaos. Monitors. Flatlining. Surgeons shouting for power. I'm sprinting, arm throbbing from the sniper's graze, sweat stinging my eyes. The tech I begged reroutes a generator, his hands a blur, and I pray it's enough. Lena's heart, her bypass, is all. I see, her smile my anchor. I'm not losing her, not to Slade's games. The hospital hums back to life, lights flaring, beeps steadying. I burst into the recovery wing, finding Lena's room, curtains drawn, her chest rising slow under tubes. A nurse nods, weary. She's stable, barely. I grip Lena's hand, her skin cool, and whisper, I'm here. Guilt chokes me. Her stress, this surgery, traces back to Slade's attack on her clinic. My burner's dead. No DOJ, no allies, just me, and a promise to end this. I kiss her forehead, resolve hardening and slip out, knowing Slade's watching, waiting to hit again. I'm at a safe house, a mechanic's garage reeking of oil and rubber, when I hack a hospital feed to confirm Lena's guarded. My laptop's borrowed, its keys sticky, but it's enough. I pull up Cypher's Twitch confession from last night, Slade's tech guy, spilling about the deepfake. I zip it to Jax, the blogger, with a note. Push this hard. By noon, it's everywhere. CNN, MSNBC, even Fox looping Cypher's stammer. Slade paid me to lie. X catches fire. Vivian vindicated trending past Slade's smears. My face no longer a traitor's but a warrior's. Protesters swarm, their chants a pulse. Hayes fights back. I exhale, hunched over the screen, thinking I'm clawing out of this pit. The mayor's on TV, pale, suspending Slade again. This time with cuffs, feds escort Cypher to a van, his goatee glinting in camera flashes. Crowds cheer, signs bobbing, and Lena's clinic gets a city grant to rebuild. I picture her waking, smiling, safe. My arms a dull roar, but I'm alive. Miami's alive, and Slade's empire's cracking. The garage's radio plays a salsa beat, and for a moment I'm not a fugitive. I'm Vivian Hayes turning the tide, one truth at a time. Then hell breaks loose. A boom shakes the city, deep and final, rattling the garage's tools. I dive under a workbench, heart hammering, thinking it's for me. Slade's sniper, a bomb, something. My burner pings, alive again with a news alert. Little Haiti Community Center bombed. My breath catches, photos show rubble, smoke, bodies under sheets. Ex-posts scream my name, not as hero but villain. Hayes did this. She's a terrorist, I scroll, numb seeing twisted rebar, a child's shoe in ash. The center's black run, a hub for kids, elders, dreams, Slade's target, and I'm his scapegoat. I pull up security feeds, hands shaking. A grainy clip shows a van, same make as Slade's precinct SUVs idling before the blast. No plates, but I know his stench. I hack X, tracing posts, bots, thousands, amplifying the lie I bombed it. Comments gut me, knew she was trouble. Black rage always. My chest burns. Slade's not just framing me, he's weaponizing hate, turning Miami's heart against its own. Lena's safe, but this blood, dozens dead, is on my hands, his design. I'm done hiding. I slip into a hoodie, stealing a bike from the garage, and pedal to Slade's warehouse district, a maze of rust and shadows. My arm screams, but rage drives me. Dad's slashed photos, Lena's tubes, that child's shoe. I know his stash from the DOJ raid, a backup he's too cocky to move. At 3 a.m. I'm inside, picking a lock, the air thick with diesel. Crates loom, ledgers, not guns, handwritten, detailing his bomb plot. Haiti hit, pin Hayes. My pulse spikes, its proof raw, undeniable. I snap photos, upload them to NPR via a burner hotspot, voice shaking as I narrate, "This is Vivian Hayes, Slade bombed Little Haiti, not me." The ledgers name his militia, dates, even dynamite suppliers. By dawn, NPR airs it, the host's voice grave. Explosive evidence against Miami's commissioner. X flips, Slade monster trends, my name rising from ashes. Protesters flood Little Haiti, mourning but fighting, their candles a sea of light. Feds raid Slade's home, live on CNN. His silver hair wild as agents cuff him. I'm in a diner, hood low, watching, thinking it's over. His castle's dust, but Slade's a hydra. The TV cuts to breaking news. Hayes wanted for bombing. My jaw drops. A doctored clip shows me wiring the center. My face clear, planting charges. It's impossible, I was at the hospital. but it's slick looping on every channel. The diner's cook glares, recognizing me, and I bolt, heart pounding as patrons whisper, "That's her." X drowns in hate again. "She killed kids!" "Arrest her." Protesters splinter, some burning my name, others pleading for truth. Slade's free, a rigged judge citing no probable cause, and I'm the prey again. I'm cornered in the diner's alley, sirens closing, when a SWAT team storms in, rifles raised. "Vivian Hayes, down!" They bark, boots scuffing gravel. My arms useless, pain flaring, but I raise my hands, mind racing. The ledgers were gold. Why didn't they stick? Slade's mole, higher than I thought, flipped the board. I'm cuffed, face in dirt, cameras flashing, and all I see is Lena. The center's ruins, Dad's watch ticking in my pocket. Slade's killed hope itself, and I'm his sacrifice. I'm shoved into a van, cuffs biting deeper than ever. But my mind's clear. Slade's desperate, overplaying his hand. The SWAT leader's radio crackles, and I catch a name. Slade's. Fixer linked to the ledgers. He's still out there, and I'm not done. Miami's bleeding, but so am I, and blood's a bond. I lean back. The vans hum a grim lullaby, plotting my next move. Slade thinks he's won, but I'm Vivian Hayes. And this war's far from over. The SWAT van's metal floor bites my knees, cuffs grinding my wrists raw. But I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, and Slade's frame-up for that community center bombing won't break me. Miami's neon blurs past the van's slit window, a city I fought for now spitting my name like a curse. The doctored clip, me planting charges, loops on X, fueling hate, but I'm not done. Slade's smug, thinking he's caged me, but I'm a fox, not a lamb, and this trap's about to snap back. The van hits a pothole, jostling me against a bench. The SWAT leader's radio crackles. Slade's Fixer, a name from the ledgers mentioned in a hushed order. I memorize it, mind sharp despite the ache in my arm, still tender from the sniper's graze. I'm headed to a holding cell, but I've got seconds to act. The rookie cop beside me fumbles his phone, distracted by X notifications screaming my guilt. I lean close, voice low. Check the NPR drop. Ledgers. Truth. His eyes flicker, uncertain, but he scrolls. I pray it's enough. At the precinct, they shove me into an interrogation room, sterile and cold, the kind I've owned in courtrooms. No cuffs come off. Slade's orders, probably. My burner's gone, but I spot a desk phone, unguarded, when the rookie steps out. I lunge, dialing Jax the blogger before they drag me back. Air the ledgers again, I hiss. Slade's Fixer. Name's Torres. Jax curses, alive. On it, Viv. The line cuts as boots storm in, but I've lit a fuse and Slade's about to feel the heat. I'm back in a cell, concrete walls sweating humidity, when Jax delivers. My borrowed earbud, snagged from a guard's loose pocket, catches his pirate. Radio feed, Vivian Hayes clears bombing, Slade's ledgers name Torres bomb plotter. He plays my NPR clip, the ledger's pages narrated raw. Torres linked to dynamite buys. X erupts. Slade killer trends. My name rising from ashes. Protesters clash outside, their chants a war cry. Free Vivian! I grip the bars, heart pounding. The city's rioting, tearing Slade's lies apart, and I'm their spark again. The precinct's chaos. Cops scramble, radios blaring about crowd control. A sergeant hauls me out, face red, muttering about protocol. You're clear, he grunts, shoving release papers. I sign, wrists aching, and step into dawn. Protesters shielding me, their phones a glowing shield. Lena's text hits. You're free, Viv, clinic's packed. I smile, picturing her standing tall, but Slade's shadow looms. He's indicted now, fed circling. But men like him don't fold. They bite harder. I'm at a barber shop, Dad's old friend nodding me to a back room, when my burner pings. An alert from Carla. Slade's loose, bailed mystery donor. My stomach drops. He's untouchable again. I check X. Protesters burn his effigy, but a new post chills me. Hayes' hideout leaked. My pulse spikes. Someone's watching, close. The barber locks the door, eyes wary as headlights flash. Outside, drones hum, low and lethal, their red eyes cutting the night. A flashbang explodes, glass shattering, and I dive behind crates, arms screaming. The drones aren't cops. Slade's militia rigged with his cartel cash. I crawl through dust, heart a drum as another bang rocks the shop. Splinters fly, the barber shouting to run. I grab my bag, laptop, burner, dad's watch, and sprint to a fire exit, smoke stinging my lungs. Outside, Miami's a maze, but the drones track me, their buzz a hunter's pulse. I duck into a sewer grate, slime coating my hands, and check. The burner, X shows my face, terrorist spotted. The leak's fresh from the mayor's office, a mole I didn't see. I'm underground, breath ragged, when I hack a city camera feed. The barbershop's ash, flames licking skyward, and my guilt spikes. Another soul burned for helping me. The drones circle, but I'm hidden for now. I pull up the leak. Slade's fixer, Torres, emailed the mayor's aide, my location attached. My jaw tightens. Slade's playing chess, sacrificing pawns to check me. I text Jax. Leaks from City Hall, find Torres. He replies, got eyes on him, condo downtown. I'm out of moves, but not fight. Torres is my key. I emerge. In Wynwood, graffiti walls shielding me, and slip into a cafe's Wi-Fi bubble. Jax's feed updates. Torres's condo, security tight, but he's there. I can't storm it, but I can broadcast. I hijack a local radio tower, using Raven's old code, and air the ledgers again, naming Torres. Slade's bombing puppet, hiding in plain sight. Protesters swarm his street, their rage a tidal wave, and feds move in, live on CNN, cuffing. Torres in his silk robe. I'm in an alley watching on a stolen phone, thinking I've cracked Slade's spine, but Slade's a viper. My burner flashes, a DOJ alert. Hayes linked to Torres' death. My heart stops. Torres found dead in his cell, suicide, hours after arrest. X screams I ordered it, bots churning. Hayes kills witnesses. Black thug. I'm numb, rain soaking my hoodie as the lie spreads. Lena's safe, but Miami split, half chanting my name, half cursing it. Slade's free. His bail a slap, and I'm the scapegoat again, drowning in his flood. I'm at a flophouse, walls paper thin, when sirens wail close. My burner's dying, but I check the feed. Torres' note blames me, forged, but airtight. Slade's mole, deeper than City Hall, rigged this, and I'm blind to them. Protesters clash, tear gas blooming, and my name's a battleground. I'm cornered, no badge, no trust, just Dad's watch ticking, Lena's heartbeat, my pulse. Slade's turned truth to poison. But I'm Vivian Hayes, and I'll burn his lies to ash. What does it take to expose a killer who owns a city's soul? Comment number 1 if you think Vivian's proof deserves justice over Slade's lies. Hit like, and subscribe to see her fight rise from the ashes. How long can she dodge Slade's drones before truth wins? The flophouse mattress sags under me, its springs creaking as I clutch Dad's watch, its faint tick my only tether to sanity. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but Miami's branded me a killer, Torres' suicide pinned on me, like a scarlet letter. Slade's drones are still out there, their hum haunting the night, and my burner's battery is a whisper from death. I'm a ghost in my own city, hunted for a bombing I didn't do, a death I didn't cause. But Slade's lies are a noose, and it's tightening. I slip out at dawn, hood up, Miami's humidity clinging like guilt. The barbershop's ashes linger in my mind, another debt I owe, and Torres's forged note burns worse. I need a lifeline, someone untouched by Slade's reach. There's a janitor, Eli, who cleaned my DOJ office, a quiet man who saw too much. He's at a shelter now, off-grid, and I'm betting he's got dirt. I hitch a ride to Alapata, dodging cop cars, my arm's sniper scar throbbing under a stolen jacket. Eli's there, sweeping a porch, his eyes widening when he spots me. "Miss Hayes," he whispers, pulling me inside. "You're trouble walking." I nod. No time for charm. "Slade's framing me, Eli. You saw his goons at DOJ. What did they plant?" He hesitates, then spills. "Thumb drive, 3rd floor, marked Hayes, looked like evidence." My pulse spikes. It's the bombing clip rigged to bury me. Eli's no hacker, but he's got a memory like a vault. "They met a suit," he adds. "Big shot, not local. Slade's mole, higher than I feared, and I'm running out of board to play. I'm at a laundromat, using its Wi-Fi to hack DOJ's. Internal logs. My clearance is gone, but Raven's old code cracks a backdoor. There's the drive uploaded by a ghost account, time-stamped post-bombing, labeled Hayes Confession. Say it's the clip my face wiring charges, but metadata shows it's doctored, spliced from a speech I gave last year. I zip it to Jax, whispering, "Broadcast now." He's my megaphone, and I'm screaming. By noon, he's live on a newsroom feed hijacked from a local station. Vivian Hayes exposes Slade's frame-up. The doctored clip plays, my voice breaking through. This is a lie. Check the code. X ignites. Vivian truth surges. The metadata dissected by coders. My name a rallying cry again. Protesters flood downtown, burning Slade's effigy. Their chants a pulse. No more lies. Lena texts, fragile but fierce. "You're clear, Viv. Keep fighting." I'm in a pawn shop watching CNN as feds revoke Slade's bail. His condo swarmed live. My heart lifts. He's cuffed, silver hair wild, and Miami's roaring my name. Eli's tip was gold, and I'm back, a phoenix clawing from ash, thinking I've turned this war. But Slade's a plague. My burner pings, a DOJ alert. Hayes indicted for treason. My breath stops. A grand jury stacked with Slade's cronies claims I faked the bombing, the suicide all to destabilize Miami. X drowns in bots. Traitor! Black menace! The charge is absurd, but it's a guillotine. Treason. Carries life, no parole. My face is on every billboard, terrorist wanted, my eyes staring back like a stranger's. Protesters waver, some tossing my signs, others fighting on, split by Slade's poison. I'm in a junkyard, hiding in a rusted bus when drones buzz overhead, their red eyes slicing fog. Slade's militia, not cops, cartel toys, rigged to hunt. I duck, heart hammering, as a spotlight sweeps close, tires crunching gravel. Eli's shelter's burned online, X claiming I torched it. Another lie. I check the grand jury's roster. Judges, clerks, all tied to Slade's payoffs from those ledgers. My jaw tightens. He's not just fighting, he's rewriting the game, and I'm checkmated. I crawl under the bus, mud caking my hands, and pull up Jax's feed. He's live, showing Eli's testimony. A shaky video. The janitor naming Slade's suit. White guy, tall DOJ badge. It's enough. X pivots. Coders tracing the suit to a deputy director, Slade's mole. Protesters swarm DOJ's Miami. Office, their candles a vigil, chanting my name again. I'm shaking, not from cold but hope. Eli's voice, a nobody's, just broke Slade's wall. The drones pull back, their hum fading, and I think I've dodged the blade. But it's a feint. My burner flashes. Breaking news. Hayes' hideout confirmed. The junkyard's exposed. X posts pinpointing me. Bots screaming, terrorist. I sprint, arm blazing, as drones return, louder, dropping flashbangs that sear my vision. The bus explodes behind me, metal shrieking, flames licking skyward. I dive into a ditch, breath ragged, and see Slade's face on a hacked billboard. No escape, Hayes. My stomach drops. He's not just hunting, he's taunting, his mole feeding him my every move. I'm running, Miami's alleys a blur, when I spot a kid filming, his phone steady. Keep it live, I rasp, knowing X'll carry this, my flight, my fight. Protesters clash nearby, tear gas blooming, but some shield me, their hands guiding me to a storm drain. I slide in, slime coating me, and check the burner. 1 bar left. Lena's safe, clinic guarded, but I'm poisoned now, every touch a curse. Eli's face flashes, his shelter, his risk, and guilt claws me. I brought this fire. The ditch is dark, rats skittering, but I'm alive, plotting. The grand jury's a sham, but Slade's mole's real. A deputy director untouchable until I name him. I hack a traffic cam, spotting drones circling, their tech tied to Slade's cartel. My burner's dying, but I text Jax. Suits DOJ, find. His face. He's my last shot, and I'm betting he's fast. I'm cornered, no badge, no name, just Dad's watch, Lena's heartbeat, my rage. Slade's turned Miami into his cage, but I'm Vivian Hayes, and cages break. Slime coats my hands. The storm drains stink, choking me as I crawl. Miami's underbelly, my only refuge. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, But Slade's treason charge has made me a pariah, drones buzzing above like vultures. My arms, sniper scar pulses. Dad's watch ticks in my pocket, and Lena's heartbeat drives me forward. The grand jury's lies, calling me a terrorist, burn worse than tear gas, but I'm not broken. Slade's billboard taunt. No escape, Hayes. Is a dare, and I'm answering with fire. I emerge in a vacant lot, weeds scratching my legs, the city's neon pulse faint. My burner's one bar clings to life, enough for a text to Jax. Need Slade's address now. He replies fast, a mansion in Coral Gables, walled like a fortress. I'm done running. Slade's mole, that DOJ suit, rigged the jury, and I need proof to gut them both. I steal a bike pedaling through shadows, humidity thick as blood. My arms are dull raw, but rage is louder. Lena's surgery, the bombed community center, Eli's burned shelter. This ends tonight. Coral Gables looms, mansions glowing behind gates. Slade's the grandest, a white-columned beast. I ditch the eye. Bike scaling a sidewall, thorns tearing my hoodie. Security cams blink, but I've got Raven's old jammer, frying their feed for 60 seconds. I'm in, heart hammering, crouching in a garden of jasmine and lies. The mansion's quiet, too. Quiet. But I spot a basement window, glass smudged with neglect. I pry it open, sliding into a storage room, the air cool and heavy with secrets. Inside, it's a maze. Marble floors, gold fixtures, a kingpin's lair. I creep to an office, oak doors carved with eagles, and pick the lock, sweat beading. A computer hums, its screen locked but sloppy, Slade's arrogance showing. I plug in Raven's drive, cracking the password in minutes. Miami mine. Files spill out. Grand jury bribes, wire transfers to the DOJ suit, a deputy director named Hargrove. My pulse spikes. It's the mole, and there's more. A hard drive labeled Hayes Takedown. I copy it, hands shaking. Proof Slade rigged. Everything bombing, treason, my life. The hard drive's a bomb, enough to bury Slade and Hargrove. I'm zipping files to Jax when footsteps echo. Guards, not Slade, their radios crackling. I unplug, dive under a desk, heart a drum as boots pass inches away. They're gone, but time's bleeding. I've got minutes before cams reboot. I slip out, hard drive in my pocket, and sprint for the wall, thorns snagging again. I'm over, landing hard, arms screaming, when my burner pings. Jax's post. Hayes strikes. Slade's jury rigged. The files hit Reuters, raw, naming Hargrove, the jury's payoffs, everything. X explodes. Vivian Vindicator trends. Protesters flooding DOJ offices. Their chants a tidal wave. Free Hayes. CNN cuts to feds cuffing Hargrove live. His suit rumpled, face pale. The indictments dropped. Grand jury's exposed as a sham. Slade's cronies scattering. I'm in a bodega, hood low, watching, my breath catching. Lena texts, "You're clear, Viv. Come home." I smile, picturing her clinic, her strength, thinking I've won. Finally cracked Slade's spine. Miami's mine again, my name a beacon, not a curse. But Slade's a demon. I'm biking to a new safe house, a church attic, when a blast rips through. My childhood church where Carla hid allies. Screams pierce the night, smoke billowing as I sprint closer, arm useless, heart shattering. The church's rubble, stained glass melted, bodies under beams. Protesters swarm, some weeping, others cursing me. This is your fault. X lights up. Bots scream, I bombed it. Hayes' revenge, with clips of me fleeing. My stomach drops. Slade's free, a technicality loosing him, and he's hit my soul. I'm frozen, ash raining when a speaker crackles. Slade's drawl, hacked citywide. No mercy for traitors like you. My blood boils. He's not just killing. He's gloating, turning my sanctuary to dust. Survivors stagger out, coughing, blaming me, their eyes knives. I spot Carla, bloodied but alive, and grab her arm. Slade did this, I rasp, but she pulls away. Trust fractured. My burner's dead, no Jax, no DOJ. Slade's cut my lines, and I'm alone, guilt choking me for every soul I've dragged down. I run, Miami's streets a blur, sirens howling. Slade's flipped the city, billboards flash my face. Terrorist. Bots churning hate. She burns churches. Black chaos. Protesters split, half fighting for me, half hunting, their bricks aimed at my shadow. I'm in an alley, breath ragged, when I check the hard drive. Still safe, my ace. I need a signal, a voice to air this truth. Slade's broadcasting me as a monster, but I'm Vivian Hayes and monsters bleed. I'm at a gas station stealing Wi-Fi when I spot a kid with a drone, filming for X. Keep it live, I whisper, slipping him my last cash. He nods, streaming my face, raw, scarred. I'm cornered, church ashes in my lungs, Lena's heartbeat my pulse. Slade's technicality won't save him. His voice, his bombs, are his confession. I'm down, bleeding. But Dad's watch ticks and I'm not done. Miami's burning and I'm the flame Slade fears most. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but Miami's alleys make me pray. My breath ragged as I sprint from the gas station, Slade's hacked billboards flashing my face like a death warrant. The church's ashes, my childhood sanctuary, clog. My lungs, its collapse a wound deeper than the sniper's graze on my arm. Slade's voice, no mercy for traitors, loops in my skull, his bombing pinned on me, protesters split between hope and hate. The hard drive in my pocket, stolen from his mansion, is my last weapon, and I'm not letting it go. I duck into a shuttered pawn shop, its windows boarded, the air thick with dust and motor oil. My burner's dead, battery drained, but the hard drive's alive. Slade's jury bribes, his mole Hargrove, his empire's blueprint. I need a signal, a voice to blast this truth citywide. Lena's heartbeat drives me, her surgery a fragile victory I won't lose. Dad's watch ticks in my pocket steady as ever, and I'm betting it's louder than Slade's lies. I pry open, a backroom laptop, its fan wheezing, and plug in the drive, praying for Wi-Fi. The screen flares, files spill out, raw and damning. Slade's deals with senators, cartels, even a governor, names I've seen on podiums, smiling. My hands shake, not from fear but fury. This is bigger than Miami, a web choking the nation. I zip it to Jax, my blogger lifeline, using a neighbor's unsecured signal. Flood the net, I type. Every outlet, now. Reuters, CNN, Al Jazeera. Jax hits them all, the hard drive's guts splayed by noon. Slade's conspiracy, Hayes exposes all. X ignites, Vivian Vindicator drowning Slade's bots. My name a beacon again. Protesters swarm, their candles are tied against Slade's darkness, chanting, truth wins. CNN cuts to feds raiding his safe houses, cartel cash seized, senators named in leaks ducking cameras. I'm in the pawn shop, heart pounding, watching Slade's empire crack, his condos swarmed, his militias scattered. Lena texts, faint but fierce. You're ending him, Viv. I smile, picturing her clinic, her strength, thinking I've done it. Slade's done, Hargrove's done, the governor's next. My arm's a dull ache, but I'm alive, Miami's alive, and justice is breathing. Then the trap springs. Tires screech outside, doors slamming, voices barking orders. Not cops, mercenaries, their gear matte black, rifles glinting. My pulse spikes. Slade's last card, played through a silent partner. I dive behind a counter, clutching the hard drive as boots storm in, glass crunching. Hayes! A voice growls, accented, hired muscle. I'm cornered, no burner, no gun, just wit and will. The laptop's still open, upload at 90%. CNN's got it, but not X, not yet. I need seconds and I'm out of them. A shadow looms, Slade in flesh, his silver hair wild, eyes burning with hate. He's not cuffed, not hiding, a technicality's pawn, but a kingpin still. You're stubborn, girl, he spits, gun steady, a .45 gleaming. I crawl, heart, hard drum and spot a recorder in my bag. Raven's old tech, always kept for emergencies. I hit play, silent as he steps closer, boots scuffing. Thought you'd ruin me, he laughs, voice gravel. Governor's mine, system's mine. My breath catches. That's it, the confession I need. I dodge, rolling behind a shelf as he fires. The shot splintering wood. Pain flares. My arms hit, not the graze but fresh, blood soaking my sleeve. I bite my lip, stifling a scream, and keep the recorder running, his rant pouring out. Bombed that church, framed you, and I'd do it again. I'm dizzy, blood pooling, but I'm alive and he's talking, every word gold. The mercenaries. Circle, radio's crackling. But Slade's ego's my shield, he wants me to hear him gloat. I lunge, slamming a chair into his knees, and he stumbles, guns skittering. The recorder's still live, catching his curses, his threats. Governor'll bury this. I grab it, crawling to the laptop, upload at 98%. A mercenary looms, rifle raised, but I'm faster, smashing his shin with a pipe. He drops, groaning, and I hit send. Reddit, every dark pool Jax can reach. Slade's confession streams live, his voice a noose. I own Miami Hayes, you're nothing. The mercenaries freeze, their radios buzzing. Feds closing fast, tipped by Jax's leak. Slade scrambles, face pale, but I'm fading, blood slick on the floor. I knock him cold, a desperate fist to his jaw, and slump against the counter, recorder still humming. The upload's done. Slade's words are everywhere, exploding. Slade confesses. Vivian wins, protesters swarm, their chants a roar, but my vision blurs. Arm useless, Dad's watch faint. I've got the truth out, but mercenaries. Close in, and the governor's shadow looms. I'm dragged to a warehouse, their grips iron, my blood trailing like a map. The hard drive's gone, snatched in the chaos, but the confession's live, burning Slade's world. Choppers hum outside. Feds, maybe. But I'm fading. Lena's face flashing, her clinic, her fight. I'm Vivian Hayes, and I've lit a fire. Miami won't douse, but this trap's tight and my battery's dead. Truth my only shield. Slade's down, but his partner's not, and I'm one breath from checkmate. Blood pools under my arm, a warm slickness soaking my sleeve as I slump against the warehouse's concrete wall, the mercenaries' boots echoing like war drums. I'm Vivian Hayes, U.S. Attorney General, but right now, I'm prey. Dragged here. After knocking Slade cold, his confession, I bombed that church, framed you, looping in my recorder uploaded to X before my battery died. Miami's burning with my truth, but the governor's men grip my shoulders, their rifles glinting, and I'm one breath from fading. Lena's heartbeat, Dad's watch keep me fighting, but this trap's iron tight. The warehouse stinks of rust and diesel, its rafters lost in shadow. My arms afire, snipers' greys torn open by Slade's shot, and my vision swims edges grey. The mercenaries, cartel muscle, not cops, bark in clipped Spanish, their leader, a scar-faced man with dead eyes checking a radio. Choppers hum. Outside, faint but closing, feds maybe, drawn by Jax's leak of Slade's rant. I clutch the recorder, its plastic cracked but alive, my ace if I can play it. The governor's shadow looms. He's Slade's silent partner, a name I saw in those hard drive files, and he's not letting me walk. I force my eyes open, scanning for a move. Slade slumped in a corner, jaw bruised from my fist, silver, hair matted with sweat. He's cuffed, mercenaries guarding him, but his smirk lingers like he knows something I don't. My bag's gone, hard drive snatched, but the confession's out. X posts scream Slade confesses with millions. Sharing my voice, my proof. Protesters flood Miami's streets, their chants a pulse through the city's veins. Vivian's truth. I'm bleeding, broken, but I've cracked his empire and he hates me for it. The scar-faced leader kneels, breath sour, and yanks my chin up. You're done, lady, he growls, English rough. Governor wants you quiet, permanent. Stomach twists, not fear but clarity. The Governor Ellis, named in Slade's files, a Southern titan with White House dreams, bankrolled this war to keep his hands clean. I spit blood, voice hoarse. Tapes live, world's listening. He laughs cold, but his eyes flicker. Doubt, maybe. Choppers growl louder, rotors shaking dust from beams, and I pray Jax's reach is enough. I'm fading, legs numb, when a mercenary's radio crackles. Feds inbound, 2 minutes! Scarface curses, barking orders to move. I'm hauled, up, arms screaming, and shoved toward a side door. Slade dragged beside me, his cuffs clinking. My mind races. Ellis's cleaning house erasing us both. I slip the recorder into my sock, a desperate play, and spot a phone on a crate, screen glowing with X. My confession clips viral, trending past Slade's lies, protesters storming. City Hall, Lena's clinic, a fortress of support. I'm not alone, not yet. Outside, Miami's dawn is grey, rain spitting on asphalt. The mercenaries push me to a van, but I stumble, buying seconds and kick Scarface's shin hard. He stumbles, rifle dropping, and I lunge for the phone, fingers slick with blood. I hit redial, Jax's number, last called, and scream, "Ellis! Run, Slade, check the drive," before a fist slams my jaw, stars bursting. I'm thrown into the van, pain a white-hot wave, but Jax's voice cuts through. "Got it, Viv. World's hearing." The door slams, tires screech, and I'm rolling. Recorder safe, truth alive. The van weaves, choppers deafening now, their lights slicing rain. I'm slumped beside Slade, his breath ragged, eyes wild. "You're nothing," he hisses, voice slurred, but I grin, blood on my teeth. "Tape says different, Victor." He lunges, cuffs useless, but a mercenary yanks him back, snarling. My arms dead weight, vision tunneling, but X pings on a guard's phone. "Governor Ellis linked to Slade." Jax did it, splicing my call the hard drive scraps into a firestorm. Protesters swarm Ellis's mansion. Live on CNN, their signs a sea. No more kings. Feds hit the van, tires bursting, metal screaming as we skid. Doors rip open, agents in black flooding in, rifles raised. "Vivian Hayes!" one shouts, spotting me. I'm pulled free, rain soaking me, as Slade's cuffed tighter, face pale, no smirk left. Scarface bolts, but choppers pin him, spotlights blinding. I'm on a stretcher, medics swarming, my arm a mess, but I clutch Dad's watch, its tick louder than pain. Lena's text flashes, "You're safe, Viv," and I smile. Miami's skyline glowing, protesters chanting my name like a hymn. I'm in a hospital, arm stitched, IV dripping, watching CNN. Slade's locked up, no bail, his confession looped. Worldwide, church bombing, jury bribes, cartel cash. Ellis resigns, X ripping him apart, his campaign dust. Hargrove's indicted. DOJ purging Slade's moles, and Lena's clinic thrives, her face on TV thanking me. I'm cleared, my title restored, but scars linger, physical, emotional, communal. The church's rubble haunts me, Eli's shelter, that child's shoe. I fought for truth, and Miami's breathing freer, but at what cost? I limp outside, dawn's light warm on my face, protesters parting like a tide, their hands raised, not in anger, but pride. I'm Vivian Hayes, not a symbol but a woman, battered but unbroken, my city's pulse mine. I nod, tears stinging, and step forward, ready to rebuild. Lena's clinic, our streets, our trust. But a shadow catches my eye, a federal suit, standing apart, his coat crisp, holding a file marked Hayes. His gaze locks mine, cold, deliberate, no applause in it. My smile fades. The crowd's roar drowns my pulse, but his stare cuts through, calm, knowing, like he's waiting. I grip Dad's watch, its tick a warning. Slade's down, Ellis too, but this suit's file, his silence, screams unfinished business. I've saved Miami, exposed a web, but the system's roots run deep, and I'm still in its sights. I straighten, scars tight, and meet his eyes unblinking. The fight's not over, justice never sleeps, and neither do I. Vivian Hayes' saga teaches us that justice is a fire that burns through lies, but it demands unrelenting courage. Her fight against systemic racism, embodied by Slade's vicious campaign, shows how power can twist truth, targeting black lives with impunity. Vivian's resilience, facing arrests, bombings, and betrayal, proves one voice can spark a city's awakening, dismantling corruption from precincts to governors' mansions. Yet the shadowy federal suit at the end warns us, the system's roots run deep and victory is never final. Racism isn't just personal slurs, it's woven into institutions, rigging juries, erasing identities, bombing communities to silence. Dissent. Vivian's scars, physical and emotional, remind us that fighting hate costs, but surrender costs more. Lena's clinic, rebuilt by collective will, shows community strength can heal what racism tears apart. The lesson is clear. Truth is a weapon, but wielding it means standing firm when the world turns against you. Vivian didn't just expose Slade, she exposed a machine that thrives on division. Her story urges us to question who controls justice and to amplify voices drowned by power. The fight continues, beyond Miami, beyond one woman, because racism's shadow lingers, waiting for the next spark to burn it away. What would you risk to expose a racist lie poisoning your city? Comment below, hit like, subscribe, and share. To keep Vivian's truth alive. Thank you for standing with justice. Here's to building a world where no one fights alone.